events are super important in Raid Shadow Legends. So this is still the free-to-play challenge, second day, 22, 23 hours old account in total. What's important is that why you get started, clear all the rewards. I mean, all of them in the tournaments. It's easy. Even I could do it, even though I've never been like farther than now. And any accounts in Raid Shadow Legends. Look at this. Reward claimed. All of them have been claimed. So I got almost twice as many currency. I'm not gonna win anything else, so I'm not collecting this anymore. But you see that claiming all of them helps. Then there are some events. There was already an artifact upgrade event, an artifact enhancement. Another one is starting tomorrow. And then champion training. Champion training is evident because this is what you need to do, right? So you see that I'm quite well off, and I got basically these fragments, and then I'm just on a free roll on getting the remaining items completed, and I think I will do it. And then there is the Dungeons Divers event. That's the other one. This is a bit more complicated. It's all for getting different artifacts from dungeons and campaign. Also campaign, so I'm right now farming campaign also to level up the units. It's quite energy intensive. At the same time, I have so much energy to burn that I have no better idea. And you see that things are going quite well, even though it's a bit slow because I'm earning lower level artifacts because I haven't managed to unlock higher difficulty levels. But either way, you see that we're going ahead, and 4-star chicken is the grand prize. I think it's doable, but if not, I will not have sleepless nights over it. But either way, until 3-4 a.m. when I usually go to sleep, by the way, this is gonna stay on autopilot, by the way. You don't need to click much if you know how to set things up. And then the game will just take care of itself while you do other things. Study or whatever else. By the way, it's also important, don't just pay attention to what the game is all about, but rather have some other activity as well, because the grinding part is basically time intensive. To focus on this, it requires like 1% of your mental capacity. So participate in events and take the common sense items. Not everything, but the common sense definitely. And then there are missions. So you see that I'm on mission 49 right now. I need to win 2 more arenas. Regarding arena, it's quite interesting as well that I'm not taking many chances. I've talked about this already. Even though I could win quite a few, I just look at my own defense, and even though I could still get some extra power, I'm just checking power and also units. I develop a feel for who usually beats me, who usually doesn't. So for example, I'm not going up against 2 level 50s, or I'm not going up against those who have the same power but with just 2 units, even though they are like close to 50s, is the same case, because I know that they are capable of beating me. So it's not only about overall power. For example, this one was even a relatively tough fight because all these opponents were synced up, so they had me covered more or less strategy wise, except that I had a better overall power. That was my only advantage. And don't spend resources left and right. That's also important. Every 15 minutes there is a refresh. For example, now there is a refresh. I could do this right now. And now let's see. Risk taking. No. This one, no. Too powerful per unit. So it's like 7.5k or so per unit. And I'm around like 6.25k. So no. Some of the units are a bit too strong to my liking. And then maybe the last one, but there I'm a bit afraid of the 2 5-stars. So no worries, I'll check back in 15 minutes. Sometimes we have pathetic competition. So sometimes we got even 3 digits power and only 1 unit. So sure enough, this is cover 2. Quests, it's obvious, daily, weekly, monthly quests. some of my monthly quests are already completed. Arena is going to be completed. Other things are going to be completed relatively soon. So that's easy. Challenges. Challenges are interesting as well because they guide you on some level and they give you some resources as well. For example, right now I'm farming the campaign to complete these while I'm also completing other things, and I'm also going through the events. So the events plus this in synergy, that's the best thing that you can do. And then you do artifacts as well, but I will stop this until an artifact event is live. It's just common sense. You need to do your activities, your chores, when it matters the most. And sometimes there is synergy that you complete 3-4 things at a time. This is my advantage. I don't know how to play properly, right? Like, I've never seen a 2 years old account. So for this reason, this is my only advantage. And then there are some other things like dungeons, mixing, clearing, and so on. This is quite self-explanatory, as well as the arena, where the classic arena defense battle winning. It's also something that is worth completing, but who knows when it's gonna happen. And finally, badges. You see, collected. I have 2 badges right now, and this one is collected too. It's not it doesn't matter. And finally, there are the passes. There are daily challenges that you obviously complete, and there are apprentice challenges that basically set my path towards the main chosen champion kill. That's why I wrote or said in another video back in the days when I just test drove the software, that you need to rank up Kayle to level 6. You need to collect all of these, and then you need to collect the daily challenges every single day, and eventually you get to reward number 20. That's yet another chicken. Super important. It's just the free-to-play part. You still have 3 weeks to complete this. You don't need 3 weeks. You need actually a lot less. Let's see how much do we need. So it's 20 each time, I think. So we need 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 115. This is like 45. So you have 70 that you still need. And in a couple of days you get these as well. So within a week I would expect another chicken. And this basically guides your focus, and you just cannot lose focus. You still need to manage your resources, because there are gonna be times when you simply won't be able to participate in an event. For example, if the artifact enhancement requires me to spend far too much silver, then I may say, okay, screw it, I'm not gonna spend silver, and for this reason I will just skip that event. Unless I badly need the resource, because then I start somehow getting more silver. Because in the last artifact event it cost me a few million. Not sure if it was worth it, if it was not worth it. I just couldn't skip it, because I knew that I could finish it, so I did everything according to a greedy algorithm. So there you go. This is the idea, this is the battle plan, and that's how I will continue executing. Hopefully it's simple enough, it's straightforward enough, and then you know every single minute basically what you need to work on.